So it says here, February 14th, 1864, William Tecumseh Sherman's Union troops captured Meridian, Mississippi. But that's not exactly true. February 14th, 1864, William Tecumseh Sherman, the Union Army, the Army of the Americas, the Army of Democracy, the Army of Liberation, the Liberation Army reached Meridian on February 14th, 1864. So it reached Meridian, Mississippi. Reached it. Still unaware of Smith's defeat at West Point and the one to come at Okolona, Sherman decided to continue to wait. So he goes back and then he says, okay, we're sitting there by Meridian, not attacking the people or the town or anything, but just attack all the infrastructure. So William Tecumseh Sherman had ordered his troops to wipe the appointed meeting place off the map by destroying the railroads and burning much of the area to the ground. Sherman's troops destroyed 115 miles of railroad, 61 bridges, which is over 6,000 feet of trestle work, 20 locomotives, 28 cars. Cars. Back then, locomotive cars. 3 steam sawmills. Leonidas Polk. Leonidas Polk is the one that is going to break Kentucky's neutrality. That Confederate piece of shit, that's who we're fighting against. So he sullied Kentucky's virginity. Leonidas Polk. They attacked us at Fort Sumter. They came into Kentucky first before the Union did. They just couldn't fucking help themselves. After the troops departed, inhabitants of the city were without food for some days, but the soldiers hadn't directly inflicted any personal injuries during the attack. After the destruction of the economic and military infrastructure of Meridian, William Tecumseh Sherman is reported to have said, Meridian is without its depots, storehouses, arsenal, hospitals, offices, hotels, and cantonments no longer exist. When Sherman left Meridian, heading west by way of Canton, Mississippi, he was still unaware of Smith's defeats. He began looking for Smith and his force. He did not discover what happened to Smith until he arrived back at Vicksburg. Sherman had destroyed some important Confederate transportation facilities, but was able to continue into Alabama. In his memoirs, 1885, Sherman denies any intention of going to Mobile in the following letter to General Banks, January 31st, written from Vicksburg. Before starting for Meridian, it will be seen clearly that I indicated my intention to keep up the delusion of an attack on Mobile by land, whereas I promised him to be back to Vicksburg by the 1st of March. The Yazoo Expedition, January 31st, Yazoo City,